What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog, coming to you today with some good news, some sad news, and some angry news. There is a lawsuit currently going on for Black farmers who were deliberately sold fake seeds. And this isn't just assuming, this isn't just them guessing. This is, they took the actual seeds to a university. University research scientists actually researched it and said, yeah, you guys just got shammed. You got totally shammed. And so they have a legitimate lawsuit going on. And what I feel is going to happen is you're going to find more stories of this. I told you guys about my family, about our farm culture, about how we couldn't get loans in the 80s, and many farmers went under. And right now, what I'm trying so desperately for people to see is there's tons of money in farming. There's tons of money in land. Hence why they are attacking these people in the way they are. And the reason you have to really have a business nowadays. Even if you are a farmer, there has to be a business component. And there are many young Black farms who, they can't convince their kids to do the farm or have the farm. It's really sad because it's hard for me to really voice it like I want to. But what happens is there is no desire for that, right? Like there is no like, oh, really, we don't want to do what daddy did or whoever did. We want to be living in the city. We want to do the birth. And that happens often with anybody's family, white families, whoever families. But what ends up happening worse in Black family is there is just no desire to even be there because they didn't see it be productive. They didn't see it be lucrative. And the thing is lack of training, there's just a lack of training. There's a lack of learning. And so we're going to go over some of those things today because I really want you guys to see. So I'm going to get those. We're getting ready to share our screen. Here we go. How are you guys doing today? Again, I'm Erica Williams from the Classy Climb blog. I am the author of Smartphone Millionaire, How to Invest from Your Phone, People. And a lot of people say, well, Erica, what about timber? What about land? Hey, I'm all about that too. So let's share the story. Hold on a second. Hello, everybody. Let's see. Oh, well, don't mind me. Hello, Cam. Hello, Rhonda. Just finished the previous live stream. I know this one is going to be a burner. It's disgusting they're doing this to us. Here as well, Mr. Shelley. Yep. So the funny thing, Candace Muhammad, yes, since some Black people and Hispanic people have been pushed out, hence, if you notice what young white people are doing right now, moving to these sustainable farms, they're not even affording to live in the city. They've kind of went ahead and said, okay, well, I'll go make a deal back over here. Now, right now at my church is a very wealthy church. The average couple in there probably makes 150,000 together, 170,000 together, 180,000. So a lot of engineer men, a lot of men in sales, a lot of the interracial couples there, very wealthy. Black women, white husband, or Black man, white wife. It's crazy. But even when I talked to some of them, there was a guy who came from Virginia to Austin, Texas. And he was from a part of Virginia where they're giving out $1 million farm loans. And I told it to him, and you could see the regret in his stomach as we were talking about it. Like, if I know that, I would have stayed. I would have got money. I'd have did this. So even when people talk about white privilege or white things, I'm like, there's a lot of white people left out of the circle too. Okay? Especially when it comes, exactly, Candace, the hemp industry, the cash crop, the CBD oil, it's everywhere. And that's why I'm talking about that medical marijuana class. That's why I started that medical marijuana class. I want y'all to see they're about to make tons of money off this industry, and you are going to be left out. There were people at our event, which I want you guys to come see me in July for the event. I'm going to put the links in below. But again, if you guys, I'm telling you, the people in the room, there were 3 young men in the room. One was already had land in Detroit, Michigan, on the outside of Detroit or whatever, and he was going to get a grow house. There was another guy trying to get land in Colorado. These are people who are in the room at an event. This is why I keep telling y'all to go to these conferences, go to these events, because that's where you're going to meet those people. You dig? So, okay, let's go on over, and I'm trying to see if I can put this guy up here without saying his name per se, but you'll see who he is. Okay. Okay. And these are everywhere. So let me see if I can get Cape Fear Farm credit up here too. Now, already, I'm going to say this and don't be offended. I think a lot of Black people are nervous to go to banks, nervous to go in front of loan officers, already feel like that's stacked against them. And I don't disagree. Records have shown that, lawsuits have shown that. But I think you have to fight. You have to fight for that position. So I'm going to go ahead and start sharing the screen and going over what I was talking about. So hold on a second, you guys. Because you know your girl was all about, I'm under 35. I can get a loan for being a woman, a minority, and under 35. So again, let's go over here. This is the raw story. You're going to see this everywhere coming up. They haven't got, to me, this should be like national news. But again, you know how that is. So Thomas Burrow is the president of Black Farmers and Agricultural Association and soybean farmer to the right. Okay. Again, you can read this on your own, but it's weird that they see white farmers buying the same farm and it yielded 60, 70, 80, 100 bushels of soybeans. Black farmers using the same exact equipment with the same exact land all of a sudden only have 5 or 6, 7 bushels. I'm telling you, I would, 1, buy seeds from my neighbor. 2, I buy with the whole sustainable culture. They're going back to that traditional seeds. So seed houses are getting like a lot of scrutiny because of this. So again, this is something he said. He said this is a land grab in the lawsuit. But again, 80 years ago, you had 1 million Black farmers. Today, you have less than 5,000. These individuals didn't buy 16 acres land. They just let it, you know, sons and daughters, heirs of Black farmers want to farm, just like the sons and daughters of white farmers. So again, there's a lot here. This guy said we nearly bought $90,000 worth of seed, expecting it to produce a high yield. Okay. Effectively, they were duped. They took it to the university. And of course, Stein is like, this is without merit. It's unsupportable. I mean, again, a lot of farms that you see now are these huge commercial company farms where they essentially buy big acres of land and they can run it for cheaper and they run it with machines and not be dealing with the farmers. So that's what these companies' ultimate goal is. Now, I'm going to tell you just like this. There are millions and millions of dollars in land industry. Not just like farms, but I mean also hunting lands, you know, wedding venues. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to break this down so you guys can see it. This is a straight up, this ought to be in my class. I'm thinking of putting a class together called Sustainable Farming, but it's going to be in the future. It's not going to be anytime soon. So don't beat me up for not finishing it. But I just know it's something I was looking for some land in Weir, Texas here to buy. And I just know I could do a lot. So anyway, all right, I'm going to go through. Again, this is me. You can check me out on Instagram, Erica's Classy Climb, and follow me there. But we're going to go over here to Wolf Feather Honey Farm. The name alone is stupid, but that's not the point. Okay. Now, a lot of farms are going to have to start doing what? Wedding venues. Now, this farm it's sparse. Look at the background. Very sparse. They have this funky kind of like theme they have going here. So again, it's like out in the West. So what are the farmers doing? What are they doing here? What are they doing? Anybody got an idea? What are these farmers doing? Why are they doing wedding venues? This is crazy, but it's Mexican, very Mexican. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. All right. Look at their land they own. It's very dry out there. Kind of sparse. Everybody see that? What are some of the answers you're all giving? Okay. Watching the first season of Queen Sugar perked my interest a little bit in farming. Thumbs up. This is the people we are still dealing with this crap our great grandfathers deal with. Yes, put a lot thumbs up. Please include land lots. Your unfinished course. That's sustainable. That's where I was gonna put it, Cam. Cam, why you gotta call me out on that? Yeah, Land Lots to Money is a course I was doing with Esther, and she went to Thailand for 6 months, and so we had to like redo stuff because it didn't get finished. So venue rental, exactly. That's where a lot of money is in renting out the venue and being able to keep the land, right? So an effort to keep the land, that's what people are doing. Okay, let's do this one. Oops, let me go back. Okay. Blackberry Farm. Okay, so Blackberry Farm has 100,000 followers. They were in Vogue magazine. They are in Tennessee. They're a very expensive farm location. They are catering to wealthy people who want to take a break out here. Okay, you know, they're showing you this, but this is just the guy who works for them. The family who owns it, a lot of money. I want to see how much money. Let's see. Let me go over here to we're gonna do this one too, and this one. Okay. So you see, they got the Blackberry Farm. They're in Tennessee. You know, Tennessee is very big on that. Okay, they got music coming out there. They're near on a lake. Okay. All right, look at that. Look at that. Okay. So again, look at the type of food that's served there. When you see plates with food like this, what does this say to you? It says expensive dinner to me. Okay, that's what it says to me. All right, again, look at their land. Very private, very pristine. Okay. People are riding horses. Okay. All right, so let's look at that. You already know this is expensive. Just look at it. Okay. All right, let's go over to, that's their spa room. Look at the pictures. You're driving up the road, up the hill, the beautiful manicured grass. It's in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Okay. So here we go. Let's go over Blackberry Farms. They had a Vogue magazine. Now, it's located on pastoral 4,200 acre estate in Great Smoky Mountains. Think about that again. 4,200 acre estate. So what does that mean? It costs a lot of money to keep that land. Now let's go to their website. I'm gonna show y'all how much they cost because people don't believe me. Now look at this website. Now another thing about this, I'm not knocking this family. Their son died in a ski accident, but the family of course kept going on. But again, this is in Wallen, Tennessee, 4,000 acres. Let's go our family so you can see this is their family. Okay. Look at the team. Now look at this acre, 4,200 acres. Look at the team it takes to run this place. Okay. And let's do the accommodations. Look at that old style room, historical colleges. Now they got some updated stuff. They got the historical rooms, houses with 3 to 5 bedrooms. Now, who are the houses marketing to? People are going to bring their whole family. Now let's look at reservations. Okay, you go over to book now. All right, I just want to show you how much this stuff. Book an event. Look at that. Look at that on the backdrop there. You know, they had events there. Boats and boards, kitchen sessions with Jeff Ross, Blackberry conversation, Casey Musgraves, Smoky Mountain table. Come on now. Come on now. Y'all know what this is. Come on now. Body and Soul Yoga Retreat. Emmylou Harris. Okay. That I love Cristal. He's very good. Okay. So anyway, let's go back to because they have a brewery, they have other stuff, but we're just trying to get to the. Now, no one's going to start out at this level right away, but we're just going to show. Okay, let's do here. Okay. It says, oh, whoops. It says 3-night minimum. Okay, sorry. Well, I tried to click both. Okay, here. Okay, how about that? Goodness. This thing's making me mad. Okay, let's click here. Yeah, okay, continue. Now, starting at $800. That's just the event. And I say, no, I don't want to see Jeff Rose. No, thanks. $1,800 per night. Everybody see that? $1,800 per night. $1,500 for a small cottage per night. You can look at the pictures. Small cottage. You and your fam. Okay. This is a carriage house suites. Now, anybody doesn't know what a carriage house is? A carriage house is where the help used to live, right? You lived in the big house, and the help lived in the carriage house. That's what the help lived, you know. That's why they have a lot of open space and mud rooms. But this is how big sometimes the carriage house work, because you had like 20, 30 workers to keep a farm going. And their families in them had to live in these houses. So this whole place is $2,500 a night. 5-star accommodations. This is another one. This is the garden house. So you already know what that means. Family workers live there. Now it's updated, of course. So, okay. Y'all seen enough of that. That's the high end. That's like the highest of the high end. Okay. Chris Towle, you're paying $200 to see him at this event. But you're not even talking about getting to the room, okay? So let's go to another one. I'm going to stop for a second and see some of y'all questions because I know y'all got them. What are some of the questions y'all see off this? Wedding venue plus wedding photography plus styling each Oklahoma package. Great idea. I'm in Tennessee. Yep. You can build a college-style tiny home and post them on Airbnb. People like experiences. Exactly. Make it rustic, old American. Yes. Yes. There you go. Brandon Jones. Yep. Yep. Better breakfast. Cam, I didn't mean to give away your business, but like I've been pitched this business so many times. Like there's a winery for sale near where my family lives in North Carolina. It's a 90-year-old couple trying to sell the winery. And I'm like, somebody's going to buy that winery for super cheap, keep the staff, keep everything running as it is, go to the back part of the acreage, make a wedding venue, make Airbnb. I know it. If my family was more united, we could do it. Launch a venue, rental, and put on Instagram ads and get some influencers to spend the weekend and product content for you. Got to get, there you go. There you go. Yep. Monique Greenland and her upcut ends. I don't know what that is. Everyone's going crazy over Waco, Texas because Chip and Joanna Gaines. But reality, you can do this from anywhere. Boise, Idaho. Yep. All this. Yes. All right, let me share some more. Time to go back. Because I really want y'all to get this training. You know what I mean? Like this. I'm literally probably going to put this video in the course because I know, I know, I've seen it. I know. Okay. So here is our next place, which is very beautiful, but I want to show y'all. All right. This is Cedarwood Weddings. It's in the name, baby. Now, why are wedding venues so ridiculous right now? Because people are making weddings like an event. It is like an event. You're going to go to your friend's wedding and it is like all out event. It is like photos, Instagram, the jam. Now this is near where? Nashville, Tennessee. What's going on in Nashville? Millennials moving left and right. So who's going to be at this wedding venue? Millennials, your friends. You're going to make a day out of it. Your friends get to drink, eat, throw a party. It's a big thing. And you know, this isn't just white culture. This is also black culture. I'll show Muchaletta Bride in a second. Look at this. Look at this place. Ooh, our 50-acre historic estate. So what does that mean? They ain't as big as the other people. They got 50 acres and they trying to hold on to it. Now look at their hashtags: Cedarwood, Nashville, Southern Weddings. Southern Weddings in itself is a whole thing. Okay. All right. Look at that. Look at this. Farm tables. This is beautiful. Let me just find me a man that I can go do this with. I'm going to be happy. Okay. Again, look at this. This is in the house. Now, you know, back in the day, you got married in the house. Okay. So this is too many candles for me. I feel like somebody would catch on fire, but there's the wood scents for people to sit on the bench and see you get married in the house. Now, this is actually quite beautiful. I actually really like this idea. But less candles, of course. Look at that. Outside random wood art. Your friends are going to take pictures by it. Okay. Look at this barn. This barn has been seen and tagged in so many pictures, it don't make no sense. If you look up Nashville, Texas, Tennessee, you will see so many tags of this barn. So many. Okay. Again, look at that. Outside, look at the flowers, your fam. Okay. So how does this family make money? Okay, look at this random walking area. Probably as a kid, your family walked on these trails, but now they got to have the wedding venue every weekend. Okay. Again, just why am I showing you this? To give you an idea. All right. This is 50 acres. This ain't even a big spot. This is 50 acres. Look at that. Okay. Next, you go over here. You see what I'm saying? You can see their website. What are their services? I don't think they're going to have prices up here, but I know it's like The house is included and some other stuff. But again, you can go look at the galleries on your own. But again, it is what it is. You can go look at the property itself, right? Like they put the property out there so you can see, like, look at this place in the fall. Okay, look at this house, you know, this big barn that we've converted to where everybody drinks their wine and eats their dinner and hangs out and dances and party. Okay. Okay, you walk down to your guests in the barn. Okay, yeah. Look at all that. You guys already know. You see what it is. Okay. Even if there wasn't a wedding that weekend, this place could be what? A Airbnb weekend place, right? All kind of stuff. Okay. So, all right. Y'all seen that. Y'all seen that. Next one. This is Black Man Brew. Again, they don't have, their thing is weird, but it's basically a company that is associated with one of those other ones. So Deep Ellum Brewery, it's in Dallas. It's attached to Deep Ellum Brewery, so, which is mostly whitely owned now. But again, they're attached to all these different farm vents. All right, Redland Cotton. We create heirloom inspired home linens made entirely from cotton grown on our family farm and manufactured in the United States. Look at them hands. Look at that. I want you to see. Okay. All right. Okay. Going down. Okay. Look at that historic family. Okay. We make this cotton in America. In America. Okay. Right. So you see this? What is these? Cotton, more cotton, cotton pictures. We make our American cotton. There's our equipment. There's us laughing, having a good time on our farm. Good old Americans with our cotton. There's our guy that works for us. There's our black guy that works for us. He's cool. Okay. Cool, cool. Okay, y'all see all that? Good, 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 good. Now, why is this important? Because their whole marketing is, we are an American-based company and we make things in the US. In the whole wake of people being mad about Donald Trump and other things, and it works. So Alabama Farm Credit is tied to them. Okay. All right. All right. So you see that? This is farmhouse culture. We make fresh organic krauts, kimchi, fermented vegetables, and probiotic beverages inspired by global favors. Ferments include CA organic ingredients. Now, why is this farmhouse culture so important? Because in the wake of everybody having stomach issues, gluten issues, they realized fermented foods work great. Now, why is this important? Kimchi has been very helpful for people in Asian culture stomachs. This is a big deal. And they're going to make a lot of money. Lots of dollars. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Where's the next one I was trying to show you? Okay. So, this is near Austin, Texas. This is Boggy Creek. Okay. So, they're showing you can come visit the farm. They tell you what's in season. Okay. This is in season. This is in the freezer, on the counter. Come check us out. What are we harvesting right now? Cash checks and everything allowed. Okay. So, let's go right here. Okay, they send their food to farms. All right, let's see this right here. You want to have an event? We are open to the public 4 days a week. Maximum number of guests is only 49. We can't have too many people, so it's like a small event. They're 7 miles from the airport here in Austin. Okay. So they're using their event. Look at that. Look at that. What is that? 9th annual East Austin Urban Farm Tour. That's this table. You're going to eat. It already happened. So, again, it's very popular. Here's another one. Green Gate Farms. This is also in Austin. Now, many are going to say, well, Erica, it sounds like you need to be near a city. In some ways, you want to be somewhat near a city, so it's like a marketable thing for people to come check it out. But again, they're on the edges of Austin, right? Classes, camps, events, summer camp. They got a summer camp for you to come. Bring your kids. People always need something for their kids to do. Okay, it's $350 per camper, $325 per sibling. And the camps go for like 4 days, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Pre and after Kayla available for $15 per kid. So you say your mom 3 p.m. See how convenient they did that? 3 p.m. is when camp ends, but your mom can't get out there to 6 o'clock. That's 3 hours, 3 times 15. There you go. They have partial scholarships for people in that area. Wow, this is where the Black people live, honestly, and Hispanic people. Okay, creative cooks, livestock, earth, wind, and fire. Look at that. Okay, what's the next one? This is these are the big dogs here in Austin. They basically, this is this week's CSA box. CSA is community supported agriculture. That means you pay money weekly to get food dropped off at your house, but you don't know what it is going to be sometimes. It just surprises you sometimes. So again, this box, depending on who you talk to, they might not want this. So potatoes, red beets, spaghetti squash, corn, okra, and you got to make it so that people keep paying for the box. Ooh, I like those peppers though. Sweet peppers, again, large box, medium box, individual box. This was the contents for last week. This was before, okay? So CSA, people pay a certain amount of money. Let's see, they have pickup locations. Sponsor a share. Okay, let's say you want to sponsor a share to a safe house or a family. Let's say you want to sponsor one share. Let's see how much that comes out to. That comes out to $35. That's not bad at all. Okay. The farm. Kids volunteer. You know, you can look at these videos yourself. But again, that's the family 2012. Kids, of course, look older than that now. Got a farm blog, all that good stuff. Now we're going to go over, I'm going to come back to you guys' questions, and then we're going to show some YouTube channels. All right, what are some of the questions you guys have? Okay. Whew, let's see. Sorry, I've been over here. Buying land to grow cannabis while waiting for the Fed to legalize cannabis. It's a combination of stuff. You're going to go to states that are actually want you to be there. But smart, Patrick. Nashville is busting out the seams now. Yes. You know, if you put my list together where I would possibly think of moving, or even if like I got married and relocated, Nashville, Charlotte, North Carolina, and Denver, Colorado. That's it right now. But Nashville's been high on the list for years. Looks like a rich trap house on the prairie. Better move to Chattanooga. Hey, listen, I'll invest in Chattanooga and live in Nashville. That's right. Permit from the town. Funny how if you mentioned your family was united, you could do this. That's why I went into finance to learn about money and try to understand why everybody's so broke when everyone is working. See, Hannah, our family is a family of like military service, then real estate, and then whatever side business, or if our cousins go to police officers or police officers. So you gotta hit them with the numbers, right? You gotta be like, hey, let's get this property. It's gonna return this amount of numbers. When you say, hey, let's buy this wedding venue, this winery, and then add a wedding venue and some other stuff to it, it's out of our purview. I'll just put it that way. I think it's out of my family's like, what's the numbers? Like, show me numbers, show me numbers. Now, if I go home and say, let's buy this apartment complex that's for sale in Fayetteville, hey, they'll be all about it. But again, I'm that generation that's wanting to do something a little different. Like, I love real estate. Let's keep investing in all the real estate we can get, but let's also do some different stuff. So that's the difference. So we're united when it comes to buying property, but when it's outside of that, they were like, explain to me better. That's true, Miss Monet. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Mind over matter is very true. It's like most people are broke because their money is managing them. They don't manage their money. I'd host a huge hipster music art festival every month at my farm. Had 10K to 20K easy. Exactly. But you got to make sure the land recovers. The big problem here in Austin, Texas is we have so many events and so many things. The grass where this place is at, it just keeps getting just butchered. So they have to go out there. The city has to spend money and throw seeds out and like keep trying to massage the grass to stay alive. So the seasonal business is very important. People who work jobs pay more taxes than people in business. Smart business people also move to countries or states that have low or no corporate taxes. They get their LLC there. They do a lot of stuff. I mean, there's all kind of tricks and trades. We talked about that though. What's up, Ben the bartender? Love that business concept. Mendocino County in North Cali. What's the best way to acquire land for business? Land lots or to go further out? I'm going to show you. Candace, why are you getting ahead of me? I'm getting there, man. I'm about to show you, man. Hold on. Peace, sis. You inspire me. Thank you, CJ. Thanks for coming in. Okay. All right. Make sure you'll super chat. Make sure you like the video because that helps the algorithm. So, okay. Are you guys ready to see some of the channels I was talking about? And also the farm credit. Okay. Hold on a second, y'all. All right. So many of you asked me, like, where can I find more information? So you got MN Millennial Farmer. He's a fifth generational farmer from West Central Minnesota. Farming life, how farms work. Idaho, Justin Rhodes, one lonely farmer. Look at this. Okay. Farming channels are making an impact. And this also helps people not feel so isolated and alone in some of their communities. Backyard farmer channels, YouTube, risks being shut down. Agriculture. Again, you could be here all day looking for farm channels, okay? All kind of stuff. All right, so that's one. Next one, Justin Rhodes. I think if there's any family you want to follow and you want to learn about sustainable farming, this is the best one. This is one of the best, hands down. This is one I comment on, use, study, because this is one of the best. Now, why am I saying he's best? He and his family took a actual school bus, converted school bus, and drove it around the United States to go see all these people's families. Now, plus they have their own farm, but they drove around the United States checking out other people's farms. So they did the Great American Farm Tour. And if you look at these people's stories, most of this farm tour, some of them are guys who work a job and they just want to get their families out of the city and they farm on the side. And you can check some of these out. These are, check out his popular loads, how I feed 30 chickens for $1.25 a day. Here is their school bus. I don't know if this is the video I wanted. No, it's not. Dang it. Where am I at? You look at this video. What I learned about America by traveling 50 states. They do the mobile chicken coop. They keep moving it around, right? So it fertilizes all the grass. Also, just a lot of different stuff. I mean, basically, you watch this video. You watch this guy's channel. It teaches you how to sell equipment and also how to get started. Because there's a lot of people on his channel who, it's interesting. You just got to see it. So how this guy bought land for $30 an acre. I mean, just check this channel out on your own free will. I'm not gonna. This is another person that is really good. Stony Ridge Farmer. He's kind of quirky, but it's good. One Lonely Farmer. Very basic, but answers your questions. Okay. And there's some black farmers. I'm just rushing last minute, didn't have time. Now, many of you say, well, Erica, where am I going to get land? Thank you for showing me the farmers, but where am I going to get land? Buy, sell rural land all across America. 10 million acres of farm, ranches, residential, commercial, any other types of land. Okay. Now, let's say I say, Erica, I want to have a already going farm. So let's say I go here and I look for an orchard for sale. I go in here, get out of here, and I look for orchards just for sale. All right, so I'm gonna tell you this: I avoid California, even though California is signature. I avoid California just because they have immigration problems, tax problems, all kind of crazy shit going on. Now look at this. This is in Florida, Manatee County, 70 acres for less than $500,000. Right? This one is $2 million for 100 acres. Now, why you're like, Erica, these are expensive, but what you're not understanding is with farm credit, with these bureaus I'm getting ready to show you, you can get $1 million for 1% interest and get the money to run the equipment. Okay. This is Oregon. Okay. All right. So just want to show you these, but let's pick one. Let's pick this Manatee County. Okay. So what are they growing here? All right. So we're going to see, looks a little blah. It's a Manatee Preserve, Grove, and Retreat. So what does it have? I wonder how much money they're getting for this. Huh. Okay. So anyway, let's go back up. So clearly they're making money off it being some kind of manatee protection area. And so that's interesting. Like I need some help. Okay, anyway. So there you see there's finally you see some stuff. They're not as organized as they should be. Now, what is the big thing about these cultures? A lot of times you can get certain people working the land, and I'm going to say it, minorities. I've seen minority folks, immigrants, literally will live in the trailers, work trailers, and, you know, be very content. Why? It's safer than some of the parts of the country they're working in, and you're going to treat them better than some other parts. So this is just North Carolina. I just typed in it. Just these are showcase. These are showcase. What means is they're running an ad. Okay. Now let's go down. Rural land, Fairmont, North Carolina. That's $1 million for 500 acres. This is actually down the street from my family. $1 million for 900 acres. So basically, the people who families own some big deals in Robertson County are kind of like moved on. I don't know why. Some of it's just being old. Some of the different stuff. Okay, $100,000 for 17 acres. Okay, Sugar Mountain, 1 acre for 39,000. That's pretty high. All right. So anyway, you get my drift. You can go in here yourself and look at different stuff. But again, they have hospitality for sale, horse farm, alternative energy, agro business for sale. So these are people who are selling their business, golf related site, historical property for sale. I didn't even open that up. Dairy farm for sale. Now, why would you not want to do with dairy farms if you've been paying attention to the news? Milk purchases have gone like through a hole through the ground. Like people don't want milk. They've watched enough Netflix series. They're like, I ain't drinking no milk. So again, more California on the showcase. Those are our ads. So this is for agro businesses, right? So some of these are not gonna be as cheap as others. 80 acres for 130,000. That's cheap as a house for 80 acres, y'all. 40 acres for 600,000. So this is near a very popular area in Texas. But where's another one? Try to get cheaper. 143 acres in Kansas for 300,000. Okay, this is a business for real. Look at that big barn in the back. Now, where's another place y'all can get land at? eBay, Craigslist. Trust me, I've seen it. Why is it doing that? Quit tripping. Okay, historical. What does historical mean? Look at that. That's West Virginia. Historical. Again, what did we just see? Now they're gonna even get 1 acre with this. That's crazy. But what would you do there? Weddings. Historical. Tennessee house. 193 acres, $5 million. So clearly they got a dumb family that ain't figured out how to monetize that. Okay, look at that. West Virginia, Savannah. Okay. Let's go over. Oh, of course it didn't click over. Let me click on the picture. Actual picture. Okay. Beautiful old house. Horse, farm, residential land, historic property. So again, you can make stuff Airbnb if you want. There's all kind of stuff you can do. Now you're gonna say, Erica, that's all nice and dandy what you're showing me, but where the money at? All right, let's get to the money, baby. This is capital farm credit. This is for Texas region. There are several farm credits or capital credits made by the federal government. They're over several areas. It's gonna be hard for me to break it down in a short time period, but again, look at that. Black people, black people. Anyway, this is one of the guys getting a scholarship for Sweeney High School. Now, what are some things you've been seeing at community college about farming? Anybody been seeing things about community farming? Anybody? Let me see if I can pull up Mr. So these are the regional presidents. I don't think they're going to show his face. Senior management. Dang it. Nope. Anyway, there's a black guy who's very high up, but he's not in the pictures. He's going to be in a different part. So anyway, here we go. Products and services. Agro banking, home loans, agro lending segments, agro equipment loans, improvement loans, interest rates, apply for a loan, resources, bank owned properties, land properties, careers. Same thing, products and services. This is Cape Fear Farm Credits for North Carolina. Look at that. Look at who's on the front cover. North Carolina, where we're trying to save. Leasing equipment, real estate. Okay, let me go back to your questions. All right, what questions do y'all got? What's the best way to buy our land? That's what you had to show that. Awesome content as always. Great job, Erica. Love the work you're doing. Thank you, Sam Smith. Hit that like button, everybody. Seriously consider escaping Louisiana. Hey, NC Administrative Consulting, you might need to do that. Thomas Jackson, everybody want the money, but most don't want to take the time out to learn how money works. Very true. I'm itching to hear more about money opportunities, grants and loans for African Americans in farming. Been the bartender in Raleigh, NC. Now, love the area, but not hearing Southern accents. Raleigh and Charlotte, North Carolina have a ton of people influxing in, so you're not really going to hear the accents. Raleigh's never really had an accent. Give them a minute, or if they get mad, you'll hear more accents. But a lot of people from New York City have relocated to Raleigh. A lot of people from other places relocated to Raleigh. What's up, Derek Lewis? Been the bartender, what are you even doing in North Carolina? Get out. Get out of my old state. Folks still go crazy over farm fresh cheese. They really do, man. It's so crazy. Just hella hot. It's humidity. It's not dry heat. 500 acres, that's a lot of timber to sell in an emergency. It is. Do an almond milk farm. Oh, yeah, land watches. I mean, I'm just trying to squeeze in the time frame we have. I'm trying to not go over everyone. I'm trying to keep them under an hour, and so people can Google and find them. Hey, Sweet James, you know, I pay for the best computers. The money is in development. Get that RAM up, yeah. Don't forget to hit the like button. Farming technology, one guy and a bunch of computers doing the whole farm. Yep. That's true. What's up, She's man? What do you think of investing in a property through Fundrise? Hey, we talked about that last video. You can do it, but you got to show how the land is gonna make money. That's the biggest part. That is the biggest part of all this. Is like, I'm gonna show y'all sustainable farming stuff, courses like community college here, Boston Community College. Sustainable farming. Sustainable farming. Okay. Excuse me. Now, why am I talking to y'all about sustainable farming? Because it's a buzzword, truly, but All right, so let me show you this. Then we're gonna wrap it up so I can get some lunch. All right, so this is one of the programs, and you'll see this at most community colleges at your local or one near you. Sustainable farming, agriculture. Why? Because I personally believe a lot of our farmland and a lot of our food is going to go to China and other countries. And the good quality food, the high quality food is going to come from local people. It's going to come from local farms, local farm people. It's not going to come from other places. Okay, so again, introduction to sustainable, introduction to soil, small scale farming, pest management, marketing for the small farm business planning, sustainable orchard production, farm and ranch shop. Now, why are these important? Related courses, farm to table workshop. Farm to table is how do you get your food to restaurants? How do you get your food into CSA type deals? How do you get your food? So this is a complete marketing class. Introduction to beekeeping, intermediate beekeeping, advanced beekeeping, sustainable goat management. Why is this important? Because goat meat is lit, and goat meat is lit in Houston, in Washington, D.C. They ship millions of things of goat meat up there. Irrigation, crop science. So you don't even need all these courses, but what it does help you do, it opens the door for you to get a certificate and also to qualify for the program. So if somebody says, yeah, we're going to give you $1 million, but I just don't know. It's like, I already have my farm credit stuff. I already have my sustainable farming certificate, so they can't turn you away for farm credit. You dig? I'm just giving you half the game. I can't give you all the game. I don't got enough time. But does that make sense, everybody? That's very true. CJ, here is my problem with that. CJ said something that I'm mad, but I'm not mad with you, CJ. CJ said, I was put off on Fundrise because they can hold your money until they're ready. No guarantee of getting it back when you want it. You don't need to invest your money with this, like, I need it right back. I need it back right now. If you need that money to pay rent, to pay your car, to pay whatever, do not use that money. Do not invest it. Like, if you cannot live without $500, like you might need to get it immediately, then you don't need to invest it. You need to just go get more money. Go work on getting more money. And I'm being really serious. I'm not doing that to knock you. I'm not doing that to talk smack. I am just seeing a lot of people going, well, Eric, I don't want to do lending club because you can't get your money right back right away. It was never meant to be that. It's an investment dollar. Your dollar is going out the door and going to work. That's what your dollar is doing. Now, your job as a person is to go make more dollars. So I'm not knocking you, CJ. I'm just saying that's that flipping culture. That's that mindset of like, I need to flip it and come right back. I need to get it right back. And like, that's not how that works. So Cam, Erica's trying to get us out of that van life and take back our land and give middle finger to recession. Here's my thing. I would not want to, if a recession happened and I had to go live in a van, I'd rather pick myself up and go further out into Georgetown, get me a 5 acres land, make some kind of business on that land and live there comfortably instead of trying to live in a van in the city. And a lot of people, that's what I see. I feel like they're doing. They're trying to live in the van, live in the city, live that city life. When, baby, you don't have city life money anymore. You need to balance. So goat meat is very low in fat and delicious. Are these online courses? Some of them can be, some of them aren't. So you gotta check it out. CJ, I'm not saying it is affordable. Fundrise right now has a special coming in at $500. That's really low for the amount of return people are expecting to get. Just, it is what it is. Investing isn't a frisbee. You know what, Cam? That is the quote of the day. And that could be on a shirt. Because it isn't. Okay. Anyway, Why do you think Bill Gates started a seed company and started buying strong up seeds in Antarctica? Something is about to happen. Most seeds in stores are genetically modified. So for me, look up the word heirloom seeds. Like they're taking some of these people to court. Some people are suing them for patent. It used to be back in the day, your family, whatever seeds you harvest, like your food you harvest, you kept a certain amount of seeds back for your family. This whole generation of like, okay, I used up all the seeds, I didn't save anything, and then go back and go buy more seeds. That's weird, right? Because that's just not how that's why we have very limited variety in our food, right? We used to have all kind of apples. I think there used to be like 5,000 types of apples. Now we only really produce 5 of them in America. Bananas even have seeds. And right now there's a banana disease virus going on. I know it sounds crazy. Go look up banana shortage from the virus. So there, some kind of virus hit a bunch of the bananas down south. So they're like, oh no, we might lose bananas. People who have regular, actual natural bananas with the seeds in them that are shorter, they're like, we still got bananas. What are you talking about? And that's from that modification stuff. So let me see if I can share my screen. So there's all kind of groups called seed savers. They're like dedicated to trying to save seeds outside of these banks, these seed banks that people are buying from. So this is Seed Savers Exchange. They're keeping heirloom seeds where they belong. We build a movement, not a seed company. I love that. Vegetables, herbs. Again, you're going to see all these type of varieties of these vegetables that you haven't seen in generations, right? You'll see these corn and all this stuff with all these color and stuff that's like, it tastes better. Like, you ever tasted a tomato? Tomatoes nowadays are nasty. They have no flavor. They're bland. They're gross. A lot of companies make fried green tomatoes out of them, which are a little bit better, but overall they're really bad. You ever go taste a heirloom tomato? It's like, oh my God, this is flavorful. It has salt. Like, look at these. These right here are very popular with food trucks and stuff because it's like a whole different thing. It's like it tastes completely different. It's hard to explain to y'all, but it is completely different. So again, rareseeds.com. Look at this. Some of this stuff, you have not seen tomatoes like this or garlic this color. Some people haven't. But again, Carolina Reaper hot potato, hot pepper, Dakota popcorn, black carrot, Kyoto red carrot, Papa's red corn. So this side is all red seeds. Atomic orange corn. I mean, like, all these fruits come in so many varieties, but when you see them at the store, you're getting very bland, not good food. So that's all I'm saying. But I'm trying to give y'all the game. So thank you for who super chatted. Thank you so much for the last one. But again, Monsanto makes the farmers buy their seeds every year. It's patent seeds. Here, that's if you get certain contracts, you have to buy Monsanto. You don't have to buy. Okay, that's my whole point, Lady Justice. If you go the sustainable route, if you go the CSA local community route, if you go this route and if you go smaller farm and CSA and these farm and these venues, you don't have to take Monsanto seeds. The greenhouse tomato tastes bland. Yes, those are good. Hybridizing, biodiversity. John Gill, you know what? You about to get booted. You're putting time out. I'm talking about something that's not related to the topic we're on right now. We don't play that. Organic food tastes much better. Just changed my diet. Wow, Erica, you up on everything. It's not so much that, Apple Mac. It's just daily I get pitched ideals and businesses. And then I go and read and make sure, like, oh, wait a minute. Does that make sense? Do these numbers make sense? I'm just very blessed to be from a family that started here. And then we've been growing and changing. So I'm looking at 15 to 20 acres at MP, PA, and VA. Get it, Cashmatic. Yep, Lady Justice. Yep. John Hill, did you come on from a second channel? John Hill, what in the world, bro? What in the world? You guys are hilarious. So anyway, all right, I got to run because I'm going to make these shows. These shows are going to get backed up if I don't do it. So look, I've got 2 more shows. John Hill is hilarious, y'all. He put the little eyeballs in there. I got other shows tonight. The other two shows we're talking about tonight are The Rich Are Breaking Away, Atlanta. We're going to talk about Atlanta. Then 2, we're going to do credit repair, talk about it. We're going to break it out and talk about it. It's not going to be on the credit repair business. It's going to be about credit repair, period. About some of the clients I have, some of the success stories, because a lot of people ask questions and I just want to get through those questions. John Hill, you know what? As long as you hit the like button and super chat, you can do whatever you want, baby. But again, those are the other 2 shows for later tonight. We're going to take a break. I'm going to get some dinner. I'm going to go stop at the post office right before it closes because the people in there know me and they let me do it all the time. All right. So we'll be at the one at 7 o'clock. All right. See you guys later. Thank you. Yes. What's your take on community gardening, farming in these major cities? Example, NYC rooftop gardens. I think it still can. Cashmatic, you sell goat meat? Cashmatic, hit me in the DMs, either Instagram or message me with an email. Those rooftop gardens are still good, but it just depends on if you're trying to scale it. Go to Justin Rowe's page and some of these other pages where people have like small little gardens on rooftops and they make a lot of money because they sell to a restaurant, right? Like they'll sell all their harvest of tomatoes to the restaurant or all their future harvest of carrots to that restaurant. So that's how they do it. That's how they make money. So, all right, you guys, this is Erica, Classy Con Blog. You guys have been funny today. I will see you guys at the later shows. I will try to be on time because I don't want y'all talking bad about me. All right, later, y'all.